Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Fairwinds outdoor wall sconce. This is a beautiful fixture. So this is going to be the 32551. This is the smaller of the two sizes, and I have actually the fixture right here to check out. Really beautiful. Great glass on this too, and it's just, the lines are very simple and they're classic. So this is something that even 10 years or 20 years from now, people won't even know how old this is because it's just always going to look fresh and new. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. So when we're getting into the height of the fixture, it's the distance from the bottom right here to the very top, and that's going to be 12.4 inches. The width on it is 7, and that's going to be your glass. Projection from the wall out is going to be 9.8, so it's from here to here, okay? Mounting height is 8.9 inches, and that's the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of where the electrical outlet box is going to go. This it's not a canopy, it's a backplate. This backplate is 5 inches round. It's going to go over this, well, this is the bracket that goes with it. Now we'll get into this in just a little bit, but it's going to fit over your 4-inch junction box. So that's lots of little information you guys always want to know. Let's get into a little bit more. So I want to show you the installations instructions PDF. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a lot of great information. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you how it all goes together, which takes about a second. But it's going to show you the back plate too. And what happens is you actually have a bracket, a little bracket here. You have this part that goes on the junction box, and you'll notice that there are little tabs coming up on each side of it, okay? And then at the very bottom there's a screw. So once you have this attached to your junction box, you basically are going to kind of hang it on the top, put it in, and then that screw is going to lock it into place. So it's incredibly easy to put up if need be. The glass goes on really simply. I'm going to take the bulb out of it because we're going to talk big on bulbs in just a minute. There's a retaining cup that has a retaining ring inside of this, way deep inside, and basically you just put your glass on and you lift this bottom part with these pieces inside up there, and you're just going to screw it on. So it's only going to take a second. So if you ever wanted to take this out and wash it, I would probably take it out and just hand wash it in a sink with just like you're doing your dishes, okay? And then you can just put it back together again. It would only take you a few minutes, so it's super easy to deal with. Now, why don't we get into the bulbs, because that's going to be really important for a lot of you guys. So it says you can use up to an A19 100 watt max, and that's a little broad. You'll notice an A19, this is the size of an A19, so it's really about the size they're telling you. And then when they say 100 watt max, that's the limit for the heat generated by an incandescent bulb, which is this. When you get into LEDs, it's totally up to you what goes into this. A lot of you guys are going to want to say, hey, I like what's in that picture, because in both sizes of this, they're using this bulb. These are T10s, so like Thomas and then 10, T10s, two different sizes though. This is a 6 watt LED version of this, and this is probably a 4 watt LED version of this if I remember correctly. I got this on Amazon. It was totally easy to get. It cost a little more than the smaller guy, but not a big deal. You could also use this as well. This is an Edison bulb, and if you don't want to go into this specific shape, there are kind of like Edison wannabes out there, like this guy. So this is an A19 size, and that's a recommended size, but this would look great in there too. And I found this up to 100 watt, excuse me, actually up to 150 watt equivalent warm white dimmable version at Walmart, and I bought a whole bunch of them because I thought they were a great deal, and they came in a 4-pack. So that may be a way to go if you want to get this look, but you really want to get a lot of light out of it, because this is going to max out this LED, this 6 watt LED, at a 60 watt. And I think I haven't found tubular T10s that are incandescent that are more than 60 watts on their own. So it kind of boils down to how much light you guys need out of this. So rest assured you can get a ton of light. So we know that just using this bulb alone, in the version I talked about a second ago, you can get up to 150 watt equivalent coming out of this fixture. But if you want that cool wow factor and you want to kind of stick with what's in the photograph, this would be the way to go. And like I said, I got this on Amazon. It only took a second to figure it out when I put in, what was it, T10 6 watt LED. And there you go. So it's pretty cool. It looks great in the fixture because it's nice and long, throws a lot of light out. I always talk about the color of light. That's the thing, when I was looking for this on Amazon, they were giving you different options. 2700 Kelvin is super yellow. That may be nice in here too. That's like a setting sun. you get more lumens out of the 3000 Kelvin. Way on the other side of that, you got to be careful. There's one called daylight, and daylight's going to be like a. It sounds warm, it's not warm. That's like a hospital waiting room light. That's 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale. That'll give you the most lumens per watt, but it comes out to be super white. In the middle of all that, this bulb, which we're going to be using in our showroom, this is 3,000 Kelvin, and that's that T10 6 watt, and it's a dimmable fixture too, dimmable bulb. So. Like I said, I got this on Amazon, that bulb, that T10, and you know what? I think we should probably measure it, because since both of those are T10s, you're going to want to know how long this is. So hold on 1 second. Let's just kind of do that while we're together, right? So this is a little over 7 inches overall. It's like 7 1/4. So that's, you'll see that in the specs. So 7 1/4, T10, 6 watt, 3,000 Kelvin. If you want to have these around like your swimming pool or on the back deck, and you want to dim them down so you guys can hang out and drink wine after dinner and into the wee hours of the night and just talk, then make sure it's dimmable. That's going to be very important for you. They only use aircraft grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture, and they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Cool. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets, and custom things are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, where we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.